discuss a new chapter. Its name is organometallic compounds. What is the organometallic compounds? Organometallic compounds are those compounds in which there is bond between carbon atom and metal. Okay. You know the periodic table. Periodic table, in left hand side there is the S block element. Okay. S block element. In right hand side there is P block element. Okay, and in middle there is D block element. And at the bottom there is F block element. Okay. In the periodic table there is the metal in the S block as well as D block here. Actually in today's chapter we discuss some metals which is present in S block and D block. So I have mentioned only these two here. Okay. In S block elements there is two groups, first group and second group. Okay. Actually it's a first A and second A. So I have write like this. Okay. In this there is the atoms. So I have write here Lina, Kare, Rabse, Faryad. Actually it's a keywords. Okay. For remembering these abbreviated form for these metals. Next is Berry, Mage, Kar, Sundar, Ba, Razi. Okay. Like this. In D block element, Skr, T, Vakra, Mana, Fe, Ko, Ni, U, Zel. Like this. Okay. So, in this chapter, we have studied only this lithium, this magnesium, and this zinc element. Okay. That is, in today's chapter, we have studied the formation of this lithium, magnesium, and zinc compounds and its reactions. Okay, on the organic compound, and new compound will be formed using this type of reagent. Okay, so for this we must know the ionic character. As we studied the metals here, you know that metals are electropositive. Okay, so we must know which metal is most electropositive and which is the less electropositive. Actually, you know the trend here from left to right, there is the electropositivity is decreases. That is ionic character is decreases. That means here, according to this three, I have write here, lithium is more ionic than magnesium and magnesium is more ionic than zinc. Okay, as we studied from left to right. As we studied from top to bottom, here the trend is like this. As from top to bottom, size of atom is increases, ionic character will be increases. So potassium is more ionic than sodium and sodium is more ionic than lithium. So it's the ionic character, or you can say the positive electropositivity of this atom. That means lithium is more electropositive than magnesium, magnesium is more electropositive than zinc here. Okay, so firstly we started the compound with the magnesium. So organometallic compound, here some organometallic compounds. Here we say that the organometallic compound, that is bond between the carbon atom and magnesium. Okay, here. So here carbon atom compounds, any carbon atom compounds you have taken, for example alkyl group, R group or aryl group. Okay, so aryl group or alkyl group, here we have taken CH3MgX. Okay, this is some example of organometallic compound. Another is CH3 zinc. This is methyl magnesium halide. Methyl magnesium halide. Okay, that means I have taken alkyl group here, so I have write, and which alkyl group? It's a methyl group, so I have write a name like this, methyl. This is magnesium, and this X means what? It's a halogen. Okay, so I have write here halide. We can take a particular example also like this. We can replace this methyl group by ethyl group. So, and this X by chlorine. So what is the name? Ethyl magnesium chloride. Okay, as we change ethyl group by phenyl group, that is aromatic group. Okay, aryl group, and here X is Br, that is bromide. So phenyl magnesium bromide, like this. It's nomenclature. Okay, next one is zinc here. Valency of zinc is 2, so it forms the bond with two alkyl or alkyl aryl group. Okay, so this is an example. It's a dimethyl zinc. Its name is dimethyl zinc. Now lithium. We take another example. C2H5L. This is ethyl group. We can write here like this also, CH3CH2Li. Okay, both are same. I have write like this also, CH3CH2Li. This is means ethyl. This is also the ethyl. It's actually written in the molecular form C2H5. Okay, here. So directly we do not here write the structural form. We write the molecular structure and metal ion. So it's a ethyl lithium. Okay, so this type of organometallic compound we have studied in today's chapter. First, organometallic compound, alkyl or aryl magnesium halide we have studied here. So first, organometallic compound. Magnesium. First we studied the with magnesium, organomagnesium compound. When I have right here organo, that means any R group, carbon compound. Okay, that means R or AR. Here organo means R or AR. Okay, next is Mg, and here I write here X. Why I have write this group I have told you. This is the RMgX or ARMgX. It's known as Grignard reagent also. And it's most important compound which is used in the companies this is used in the in situ for the reaction carried out. Okay, this reagent is most essential for the reactions. Okay, most of the reactions. So here we can put R instead of R. We can put the CH3, C2H5, C3H7. You know the molecular formula. What is the alkyl group for molecular formula? CnH2 and plus 1. Okay, so like this I have add one. I have add one carbon atom. So we can write the R group. Here AR means any group. Aryl group I have write here only the benzene. Or benzene, we can say that here benzene, phenyl. First phenyl I have right here. Phenyl, that means PH, and PHCH2, that means it's benzene. Okay, so like this we can write here any group, and you know that X means halogen, such as fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. Okay. Here I have write the ionic character for the metals. It is most important to know that the electropositive and here when we say that this compound there is a bond formation in carbon and in metal atom, and you know that metal are most electropositive than the carbon. In this case there is the in magnesium, here we see that there is the ionic character less from this lithium. Okay, and lithium is less ionic character show than the potassium and sodium. That means this magnesium show the electropositive ionic character but it's less, so we have right here delta positive. Okay, that means it shows the partial ionic character or less electropositive character compared to other metals. So delta positive, and here R group is delta negative. Okay. So we must know the reactivity of this alkyl group here. That means alkyl group, you know that this is the alkyl group. Okay, some alkyl group. What is the reactivity? Reactivity of this alkyl group. Okay, you must know here methyl is most reactive than ethyl. Ethyl is most reactive than propyl. Like this. Okay, as this is necessary for doing the reactions, which compound is more easily reacted first. Okay, so we must know the reactivity also. This is the reactivity of alkyl group, and then there is the different types of halogen also. So we must know the reactivity of halogen also. So I have right here reactivity of halogen. In this, as the size of atom is increases, here reactivity is increases. Since it is these halogens are loosely held, it removes from the group. Okay, or it forms a bond with this positively charged. So iodine is most electronegative or most reactivity than the bromide, then chloride, and then I have right here the fluoride. Okay, so this is about the reactivity. First, we see how we prepare this Grignard reagent. That is the formation of this Grignard reagent, or we can say formation or preparation. You know that the organomagnesium compound in that means the Grignard reagent. Okay, and you know the structure of Grignard reagent. It's a RMgX. What we have prepared now? RMgX. Okay, for this we have taken a reactant alkyl halide or aryl halide. Okay, so RX is reacted with magnesium metal, okay, in presence of dry ether, we get the Grignard reagent RMgX. Okay, here this compound will be formed from the alkyl halide when treated with the magnesium in presence of dry ether. We get the Grignard reagent, or we can say here the alkyl magnesium halide. Okay, another example. This is aryl halide. When reacted with magnesium in presence of dry ether, there is ArMgX. That is aryl magnesium halide will be formed here. When we study the preparation, we use here the ether. Okay, ether takes important role for doing this reaction. Okay, here we used ether as a solvent. This ether is useful for making this Grignard reagent or magnesium compound. Okay. In this, these ether are actually in reaction. These ether are solvated to this reagent, and due to this, this is acting as a base here and form the product. Okay, but in another example, I have take here another example. It's a chlorobenzene is reacted with magnesium, and in this case we have used here THF. Okay, and this is sign for the heating. Okay, so, and we heat the reaction and we get here the Grignard reagent. This is MgCl. Okay, but instead of ether we use here THF, tetrahydrofuran. What is the structure? Ether means what? Ether means this type of structure. Okay, and when we say here tetrahydrofuran, then this is the tetrahydro 1, 2, 3, 4 position at this tetrahydrofuran. This is cyclic structure. Okay, but both are ether. This is cyclic ether and this is a chain ether, but it's a ether. Okay, why we use instead of ether THF? You know that the reactivity of halogen here. Okay, chlorine is less reactive than the bromide or iodide. In this case, if we want to synthesize a Grignard reagent, we want to soluble this compound into the proper solvent. So we change the solvent from ether to tetrahydrofuran. Okay, these things you must be know why we use or in which case we use the THF. Okay, or why we use this solvent. Actually, solvent is used for the solvation or solubility of the reagent. As the compound is soluble, easily reaction can be takes place. Okay, so here in presence of ether, this kind of reaction easily takes place. Okay, so since we have taken here example, for example, I have write here C2H5. Okay, and here bromide or iodide. You know that bromide is more reactive. Again, ethyl group is more reactive, so ether is sufficient for this reaction. That is, ether is soluble. In ether, this ethyl bromide is soluble, and easily this its Grignard reagent, its form here. Its name is ethyl magnesium bromide. Okay, but here in this such type of compound, there is easily not formation this Grignard reagent, so we have taken a THF as a solvent. Okay. Now we know the structure of this Grignard reagent. I think you understand the preparation method for the Grignard reagent, or you can say that organometallic compound. Now we see the structure of Grignard reagent. Or structure of organometallic compound in organomagnesium compound, you can say here. So structure, when we have write, you know that the Grignard reagent is soluble actually in the when we form the Grignard reagent, there is we use there the solvent, okay, which is the ether. So its structure, two possibilities is there. First one is Mg, form the bond with this R and X, okay, and there is the solvent which is ether, C2H5. Okay, I have considered this type of ether is there, ethyl, diethyl ether. So its name is di, means two, ethyl group is there, diethyl, and this is ether. So here also This is coordinate bond. That means this lone pair of electron is donated the electron pair to this ionic magnesium. So it's a coordinate bond. I have gives the arrow like this. Okay, and another is again C2H5 taken twice. That means diethyl ether. So this kind of representation for the organomagnesium compound we have, right? Another representation is also there. I have right here R Mg R here X X again this Mg from this and here O C2H5 taken twice. O C2H5 taken twice. This is second representation of the structure. Actually, what is this? This is R2. This R2 is bonded with Mg. Here it's coordinate bond. So I have write here like this in dot Mg X2. Okay. So I have write. It is in equilibrium form. So R2 Mg plus Mg X2. I have write like this 2R Mg X. So in shortly I have to say that RMgX we can represent always for organomagnesium compound like RMgX, but structure is like this due to the presence of ether here. Okay. When we studied the actual properties of this organomagnesium compound, there is two properties. One is physical and another is chemical properties. Okay. Okay. And physical properties, and we have studied, we see the nature of compound. That means it's liquid in nature. Okay. It's color. Actually, it is colorless. So I have write here. It's a colorless liquid. Okay. Another physical property is it does not isolated in free state. Okay. That means you never obtain it in free state as it is very reactive. Okay. So this compound is since this compound is very explosive, so we cannot isolate it very easily. Okay. Okay. And again, it due to its explosive nature. Okay. And this compound is synthesized in C2. In C2 means what? That is in solution form. When we perform a reaction and synthesize a new compound, we does not take a Grignard reagent. What we have done? We have taken alkyl halide, whatever the method to prepare this alkyl halide, then magnesium and ether and other reactant also. And in this reaction, there is the formation of Grignard reagent as well as another reagent also react with this, and new product will be formed. That means direct synthesis will be synthesize the new product. Okay. That means this Grignard reagent is reacted with the compound, form the compound in C2 in reaction. Okay. So in solution form during the reaction. So this is the physical some properties. And what is the chemical properties? Chemical properties mean which compounds is reacted with the RMgX. Okay. So first is acidic compounds. Okay. Compounds is reacted with RNGX. For example, which is the acidic hydrogen. Or okay, here. For example, HOH. Hydrogen is attached to hetero group, hetero or electronegative oxygen atom. Okay, which is the hetero atom. Oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur are the some examples of hetero atoms. Okay, so at this case, as this hydrogen is attached to that atoms, it is known as acidic hydrogen. So okay, another example is ROH. Another example is RNH2. So I write like this. This hydrogen is attached to this nitrogen. That means this amine, alcohol, water with this RNGX will be reacted. And what is the product? Alkane. It gives the alkane. That means you know that magnesium is metal. So give here delta positive charge. And R group, any R group, that is carbon, it's a electronegative. So it works as here a base. And you know that base abstract the hydrogen atom. Okay. And here, so it's work as an acid. It's a strong acid. From this electronegative, C is abstracted this hydrogen atom here and formation of alkane RH. Plus this MgX is adds it is MgX. This magnesium is formed bond with negatively charged, since in water there is H plus and OH minus. So H plus is reacted with this R minus. Okay, and formation of bond. Always remember that bond is formed. Ionic bond is formed between negative and positive. Okay, so this is ionic bond formation, and this is work as a base. It formed the bond with hydrogen. Here it abstracted the hydrogen atom from this water. Okay, and here OH is bonded with this magnesium. This is the same case also in case of alcohol. Here when RMgX is reacted, actually there is okay, this R negatively charged, it abstract the hydrogen. In each case there is alkane, but its side product is different. What is the side product? Here MgX and here OR, since it's a OR. Okay, and for amine, it's a, when it reacted with RMgX, R abstracted this hydrogen, that means RH bond is formed, and remaining MgX. And you know that here Mga positively charged is formed bond with negative. This is negatively charged, so NHR. Okay, this is the product of this compound. Another reactions also here possible. Actually, this reaction we studied very detailed, but here I told in abbreviation form. Another reaction, that means RMgX is reacted with multiple bond system. Okay, multiple bond system. For example, here RC double bond O H. Okay, like this. This is multiple bond system. You know that this is delta negative, delta positive. In carbonyl group, there is the oxygen. It is electronegative. So electronegative always abstracted the electron from this pi bond. Okay, so it's a electron withdrawing group and it's electropositive. Okay, as carbon is electropositive, oxygen is electronegative. So delta negative is bonded with this carbon. Here R group is attacked on this carbon atom, and here this pi bond is shifted on the oxygen. Okay, so R group is work as a nucleophile, as it is electron rich here. It work as a electrophile. It is nucleophile. This carbon is electrophile. What is nucleophile? As it is electron rich center, it is the nucleophile. Electrophile means electron deficient. Okay, so here it's a electrophile, delta positive. So it attack on this. What is the product? RCO. As O is minus, having a minus charge, it reacted with positively charged. So I have write directly the reaction. This group is as it is. Carbon is attached to this R. This R. So this is the intermediate will be formed here. Okay. And when we work out this reaction into the water, we actually studied here this group is electronegative group. Okay. Go through this. Metal is positive. So after metal there is atom, it's a negative. Okay, oxygen is electronegative. So it abstracted the proton from the water. So what is the product? RCOH, here R. What is the byproduct? This MgX is already there, and positive is reacted with negatively charged, so it's with OH. So this is the reaction. That means there is a reaction, this some kind of reaction that takes place using the magnesium Grignard magnesium reagent. It's another name is Grignard reagent. I hope you understand the basic things for this requirement for this organometallic compound. So from next lecture we have started the synthesis for this using synthesis of new compounds by using this Grignard reagent. Okay, thank you very much.